FSH muscular dystrophy is the most common subtype of muscular dystrophy. It gets its name from F for face, S for scapula, and H for humerus, or the arm muscles. Those are the muscles that are most commonly affected in the disease and are often used to diagnose a disease. But FSH is a little bit of a misnomer. The disease will progress to affect other muscles, the trunk muscles, the leg muscles, and can lead to profound disability.
Because of the disunity on the cause of the disease, it was very, very difficult to convince the NIH and other funding organizations of the value of pursuing the research into one particular gene or into one particular type of therapy.
And over maybe the last 5 years, a very clear model has been developed based on hard scientific facts developed through very intensive experimentation.
We're pursuing two different research approaches to FSHD. On the one hand, my laboratory is trying to make animal models to study the disease where we could use these animals perhaps to test therapies. And in another arm, we're actually coming up with lead candidates for pharmaceuticals that will hopefully one day treat FSHD.
My whole purpose is to generate a human muscle within a mouse, so that what we end up with is an FSHD affected muscle, human muscle within a mouse, so that we can then try therapeutics and test to see how well they will work within a human system.
As a researcher, you really feel like you're making a difference because whatever you discover, even if it's something small, it might have a huge impact in the lives of people who are suffering tremendously.
As a scientist, as a physician, the greatest goal is to have a lasting impact. And I think that as long as there's an opportunity to have that lasting impact on individuals' lives or on the field, it's really both an honor and a pleasure to work on this disease.
Personally, I've always loved science. I always love the discovery. But I think that the thing that keeps driving me forward is the people that you meet. When we go to patient conferences and when I meet people who have FSHD, all that does is drive me even harder to develop this system so that we can get to the point where we can help people.
As I got to know people with this disease, I realized that the biology was secondary and that people with this condition are really inspiring to me.
What really got me excited is really being in the front row seat as we uncovered the genetic mechanism of FSHD, and it went from being very confusing to very clear.
I think at this point, it's reasonable to say that FSHD is curable. There is a target that you can go after. There is something we can go after to actually help and cure this disease. We're at a crucial, absolutely crucial point of developing therapies. The donors to Friends of FSH Research have been absolutely pivotal in my career. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for them.
Friends of FSH has, without a doubt, supported many of the most important breakthroughs in the FSHD field.
We don't receive funding from the government. We don't receive funding from anyone else. It is our community. It's those that believe in the way we do our work.
Without that support, I think this never would have taken off, and it's a key reason why in the last 8 years we've gone from debating about what gene causes this disease to designing strategies to treat it now.